It's been a wild few weeks for Bryson, not just professionally, but personally. Everywhere he turns, someone wants something from him. Loyalty, silence, protection, opportunity, and Bryson is tired of being the man in the middle. Growing up, Bryson hated secrets. They were the very thing that broke his family apart. Lies stacked on top of lies, hidden behind the image of perfection. He promised himself early on when he got older, truth would be the only thing he lived by. For a moment, he almost forgot that promise. The USB drive sits in his hand, Joe Jada, a record powerful enough to change everything, or destroy it. Nah, not like this. He leaves the drive behind and walks out. Bryson doesn't go far, just far enough to breathe. The train ride is familiar, grounding, faces changing at every stop, cities blurs past the window, and still, his mind keeps going back to Brian. There are moments when grief sneaks up on you, when your hand reaches for your phone before your heart remembers. One day they're there, the next day they're gone. Union Station, Washington, D.C. History lives here for Bryson. Bryson's parents moved to Southern Avenue when he was younger. Lisa lived next door. Her son was Brian. A friendship that survived the distance, time, and dreams bigger than their circumstance. As the car passes Howard University, Bryson smiles. Weekend memories, late nights, big ideas. Places like this helped shape the man he became to be. By the time he checks into this hotel, Bryson feels lighter, confident, like he made the right decision. Back in New York, Richard steps into Clint's office smiling. "Clint, look at you in here, expensive suit and all. What's happening with Jada?" Clint responds, the room shifts. "You've been in position for over a year. You haven't broken a single artist." Richard fumbles, blames the talent, deflects. "I need results. You got a month." Richard storms out. In his mind, this is Bryson's doing. Bryson thinks he can push him out. "I've built this building, started by mopping floors here. I'm not going anywhere." Clint stays seated, guilt creeping in. Promises made to Richard's father echo in his head, but loyalty doesn't excuse incompetence. And sometimes you have to clip the dead weight. That night, Chris decides to go sit at a bar. He orders a whiskey, neat. The burn calms him until a hand grips his shoulder. "Miss me?" Chris turned. It was Big Don. Their deal didn't die with Diane. "You owe me." In Chris's early days of working at Giant Entertainment, he found himself in a bit of trouble with a crew he didn't need to have any issues with. Big Don stepped in using his connections. He owed Big Don. "That time has come. You need to bring me something good and I'll leave you alone." "What's the name of that new artist over there at Modest? Jada?" "Yeah, I need that. In more ways than one." He elbows Chris and laughs. "So once you do that, we'll be settled. Until then, I want to get comfortable." He gets up and leaves. Chris doesn't respond. Some debts don't ask. They collect. Sunday night, the cleaning crew arrives. Everyone at Modest loved the night cleaning crew. It was a group of young black women who came together starting a cleaning company. They were young and ambitious, and they were valued at Modest. The company was training 2 new girls. Today, one of them will be shadowing Stacy, one of the more experienced cleaners. Stacy left the scent that Bryson loves in his office in the lobby. She heads back there to obtain it, leaving the new hire in Bryson's office. The new hire walks around looking at all the plaques and accomplishments. She sits at Bryson's desk and picks up the photos of Bryson and his family and the one of him and Brian. She opens the drawer and sees an envelope that says Joe Jackson and Jada. She's holding the USB drive when Stacy returns and catches the new girl. "What the hell are you doing? You don't go into anyone's desk. That can get our contract canceled. There are cameras all over this place." The new girl freezes. Stacy sends her away, but Stacy stays. Joe Jackson. Jada? An opportunity doesn't always knock. Sometimes it waits for the quiet hands. She takes the USB drive and stuffs it in her pocket. The next morning, Stacy stands in the Modest lobby. 2 names on her screen, Richard and Chris. Both hungry, both dangerous. But which one will get her to the top? Because that choice will change everything. As Bryson hops off the train and into a black car, he heads to the office to handle a few tasks before the week starts. He asks the driver to turn the radio on. As Bryson checks his email, he hears it.
This is WCWF 92.3. Good morning, New York. You know, the streets are heavy right now. We got all this stuff going on with the protests, pressure, people losing their lives. If you got a loved one that's going through this or is affected by it, our thoughts are with you. Be safe. But right now, we got an exclusive. Got the city talking. And trust me, you're going to love it.
Bryson races his office, opens the drawer, empty. No. The song is out. And Bryson knows he didn't release it. Someone inside Modest Media made a choice. Was it Richard, desperate to prove he still has power and willing to burn everything to stay relevant? Or was it Chris, because he's carrying out old debts, old connections, and pressures that never really left? And then there's Stacy. She held the song, she held the leverage, and in that moment, she decided who to trust. So we want you to decide, audience. Who did Stacy give the song to? Vote red if you think Stacy gave the song to Richard, the man who helped build Modest by cleaning the floors, and Clint made a promise to his dad that he would be at the top. Vote blue if you think Stacy gave the track to Chris because he needed it more by the debts owed to Big Don. Only you can decide, because what happens next could change everything. This is Bryson, the series of interactive audio drama where your choices shape the story. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. For new episodes, tune into Instagram and Facebook every Saturday. And for full episode drops on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, tune in every Monday. And remember, we all have a choice in life. What's yours?
Left your hoodie in the backseat. Haven't missed it in a long week. Used to stare down at my phone screen. Now it's face down and I sleep.